In there, but I want to go back to Digestive Fire because I read your book and I love that term. That might have been page 3 of your book. And I was like, Digestive Fire, I love that. Tell us what you mean by that.
Yeah, so Digestive Fire is a term that I use to describe the body's ability to break down proteins, fats, carbohydrates into their constituent building block constituents of amino acids, fatty acids, and starches through the use of digestive enzymes, acid, and bile, right? So that's what I refer to as digestive fire. We want to have good digestive fire because if we're not breaking down our food, we have the propensity to have bacterial overgrowth, immune provocation, damage to the lining of the intestine, and of course, the bane of everybody's existence, gas and bloating.
So this digestive fire that you're talking about, are there specific foods that are going to stoke that fire?
Yes,
and what
absolutely.
Are they?
So let's talk about that. First of all, there are some foods that have enzymes in them. So these are raw foods like fresh picked greens, salads, arugula, spinach, things that aren't cooked. They have some enzymes in them. Now, I'm not advocating for everybody to go on like a raw diet. We definitely need a mixture of cooked and raw foods, but raw foods will have some enzymes in them. And then another sort of enzymatic superstar is pineapple. Mm-hmm. The enzyme that's found in pineapple is called bromelain, and this is a very powerful anti-inflammatory. It's a mucolytic, which means it thins mucus secretions, and it actually can help you break down your food a little bit. Now, there's also foods that will help your body stimulate the production of acid and enzymes, and the superstar here is protein, specifically animal protein. And I encourage everybody to buy the best quality of animal protein that they can afford. So I'm talking about grass-fed beef, pastured chicken, pastured pork, free-range eggs. Local is, the best. So definitely proteins. Also, we have bitter and astringent foods. So let's think about things like lemon and fresh ginger and things like that. The bitter and astringent foods are a great segue into also what helps promote optimal bile formation and flow. Now we know that when we eat fats, bile is stimulated, it's squeezed out of the gallbladder and it's released. But what about the actual formation and the flow from the liver into the gallbladder? Mm-hmm. Again, our bitter astringent foods sort of take the stage here. Mm-hmm. Some of the foods are low and high FODMAP, so I'll kind of go through.
Can we stop for just a second? I want to go back to the liver because some people may not understand that liver, in the liver is where the bile is produced, right? Mm-hmm. And then it flows into the gallbladder, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
So to help your body support that process, you want to eat your bitter and your astringent foods. So artichoke and sunchokes, although they're high FODMAP, are superstars here. Also, think about watercress, Swiss chard, lemon, mm-hmm. right? And then we have things like black tea, kiwi, and coffee. And I want to put a little asterisk next to black tea and coffee because if someone is sensitive to caffeine, okay, and our ability to metabolize caffeine can vary 1,000-fold between individuals. So some are, fast metabolizers and some are slow. So if you do not metabolize caffeine or coffee, well, please don't drink it because you heard it here. But those bitter astringent foods really help stimulate the formation and flow of bile.